It's a timeless-looking scene, but the dairy farming industry in the UK has seen rapid change in recent years. There are now far fewer farms, with much bigger herds, and they face unprecedented pressures to maximise yields and quality. The National Milk Records Group has been an integral part of the UK's dairy supply chain for more than 20 years, and its pedigree goes back another 50 years beyond that, to the time when it started operations as part of the Milk Marketing Board.
To give you some sort of idea of the scale of it, we have two laboratories, one here in Wolverhampton and one in Glasgow. And between the two laboratories we would be testing about 30,000 samples a day. We would deal with half of the dairy farms in the UK. They tend to be the bigger farmers, so we would know 55% of the cows in the UK by name. And we would know their parents, we would know their grandparents, and we would know things like their disease status. So we've got a very, very big footprint in the UK dairy market.
The NMR Group serves two main markets: the dairy farmers who produce milk and the large-scale industries which process and retail it. All the UK's processors use NMR to measure the fat and protein levels of the milk they buy, which determine their payments to the farmers. But the tests also examine many other parameters and provide valuable information on provenance, hygiene, and animal welfare.
We provide that payment testing service for the milk processors and in so doing give them the ability to make sure that they have the right milk going into the right factories at the right prices. And we can run the same sorts of tests on an individual cow basis for the farmer. So how does he optimize his monthly milk check? It is by making sure that his yield, his proteins, fats and hygiene for his individual animals is optimized, and that's by making sure that he's got the right animal welfare, that he's controlling the disease in the herd, and that he's making the right breeding decisions to optimize the herd as a whole.
Increasingly, the NMR Group sees itself as a big data business. It has more than 1 million cows on its database and can supply reliable information on each individual's ancestry, fertility, and health status, checking her milk for a range of bovine diseases and any trace of antibiotics or other adulterants. With a reputation for accuracy and reliability earned over many years, NMR has built long-term relationships with farmers and processors and enjoys regular, reliable income streams.
Dairying is a 24 hours a day business. It's 365 days of the year, and we charge per cow, so the revenues are very regular and very dependable. And then the revenues within payment testing, we receive a sample of milk from every dairy farm every day, and that happens 365 days of the year.
To supplement these core activities, NMR is investing in a number of promising development projects. Sense Time is a motion recognition system to inform farmers when cows are in heat. And Gene Tracker allows them an insight into the cow's genomics. By looking into the mother's DNA, they'll be able to predict the characteristic and health of her calves.
Everything that we see within the business at the moment in terms of our market environment is positive. This idea of increasing provenance, demand for greater awareness of where food comes from is a huge tailwind for us. We believe the Brexit discussions will be helpful towards us, maybe not a huge stepwise change, but certainly not a threat. And the most important thing is we have some very good people. We have a very strong management team. We have some very good people who work within the laboratories who actually believe that what we're doing is worthwhile. So we've got a very favourable market, but we also have some very good people working for this company. So yes, I'm very confident about where we'll be in 3, 5, 10 years' time.